I was born during the Great Depression.
Okay. All right. You excited?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Nervous?
Yes.
Well, it's good to be nervous. All right, here's how this works. The microphone is pretty good. In fact, I can hear myself. It's going to go off. All right, so that's working. So as an audience, it'll pick you up. If you're back in the back corner, it's gonna hear you. Just come up here, put your right foot on this Kleenex. Speak loud. If you have a mask, go ahead and take it off while you're up here. That'll be okay. And have fun with this. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Make sure you introduce yourself and who your person is and why they're famous. That's if you can do that much, we're going to be pretty happy. Already questions?
Yeah, after they got the mask.
Or speak extremely loud if you'll do that.
Okay.
All right. Right here, you'll probably be okay. When you see your slide up there, come on up. We won't announce you. You're just going to go for it. Yes.
How are we supposed to change the size?
I get to do that. It's kind of like magic. Go ahead.
Is it okay if we actually read off our speech?
It's going to be up to you. It's up to you. Go ahead.
So how do you know how to switch the slides?
I'm going to listen to your speech and then say, "Oh, gee." I have your slides memorized. Are we ready to start? All right, we're starting, ready? Parents, thank you for being here. Audience, thank you for being here. This is going out across the world.
But you don't say that, maybe we can
This is the real test. Here's some Abby's tip.
Hi, my name is Pocahontas, and I was born 1596, and when I was first born, I was given the name Amantu, but I had an even more secret name, Matakua. Pocahontas was a nickname meaning playful and mischievous one. I was from Werowonkamoko, Tissanakamoka, which is now called Gloucester Country, Virginia. I lived in my mother's village. We wore deerskin and slept in yakins made with saplings covered with reeds and bark. When I was 9, some Englishmen came, and there was one named John Smith. They put his head in between two rocks and was going to smash his head and kill him. But I put my hand on his face and in front of the other man, telling him not to kill him. My father bartered or traded with John Smith, referring him as his son, and sent him on his way. I met a widower tobacco farmer named John Royal. We got married on April 16, 1614. We had a child named Thomas Royal, and on March 16, 17th, we set sail for Virginia. When we didn't go very far till I became gravely ill. My last words were, "All must die, but 'tis enough that my child liveth." Thomas later inheritances from his father and grandfather at age 20.
My name is Massasoit. I am famous for helping the Pilgrims in 1620. In March 1623, I became gravely ill and was nursed back to health by Edward Winslow. Then I said, "The English are my friends and love me. Whilst I live, I will never forget this kindness that they have shown me." After that, in return, I warned them about a plan to destroy them.
Are we good there?
Hi, I'm William Bradford. I was born in California on March 19, 1590. I made one of the colonies of America. I wound the Mayflower to sail to America to get away from King James. Thank you. Bye.
That needs to be louder. Too loud.
Hi, my name is Paul Revere. I was born on January 1st, 1735. My parents were Apollos Revere and Deborah Fitchburn. My siblings were Thomas, Elizabeth, and John Revere. Instead of going to college, I went to work with my dad in silver and goldsmithing trade. I am famous for alerting Lexington and Concord of an impending British attack. I was on my horse saying, "The British are coming." I was one of the 116 people to go to the Boston Tea Party the day before the Battle of Lexington Concord. I died on May 10th, 1818, at the age of 83 of natural causes. I left behind many children and grandchildren.
Hi, I'm George Washington, and I like to go hunt foxes. I killed 75 of them. In 1776, I started a revolution. When I went to war, I killed 59 people. I got a sore throat, and that is how I died. I died in December 14, 1799.
My name is Betsy Ross, and I grew up in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I made the American flag requested by George Washington and sadly died on the 30th of January, 1836.
Okay. um, Hello, I'm Sacagawea, the daughter of Smokes Lodge. My father was the chief. At the age of 12, my village was raided and I was kidnapped. I became a slave. I was forced into a marriage, and then I met these boys on the way. Their names were Lewis and Clark. I leaded their expedition. I leaded them to their destination. I encountered them 1788. No, I did not. I encountered them November of 1804. I was born 1788 and I died April 9, 1884. I gave birth to my child on February of 1805. I was buried at, I can't read that. And that's the end of my speech.
Hi, my name is Angie Jackson. I was born March 15, 1767 in South Carolina. I was born to a poor family and had very little schooling. When I was young, my family and I were kidnapped by the British soldiers. I was the only one that lived. I studied the law at age 17. I became a lawyer at age 21. I got married to Rachel Robards in 1788. I adopted four children, including 2 Native Americans. My wife and I moved to Tennessee and built our own house called the Hamiltons. In 1812, I won victory over the British. In 1828, I became the 7th President of the United States. I created a Democratic Party. I died from lead poisoning June 8, 1845. My picture is still on the $20 bill.
Hello, I'm Abraham Lincoln. I was born February 12, 1809, Lodge Country, Kentucky. I am the 16th President of the United States. I created the Emancipation Proclamation that freed all slaves. I was a president during the Civil War. I sent 75,000 volunteer troops to the Civil War. I died April 15th, 1865.
Hi, I'm Harriet Tubman, and I was born into slavery. I was born March 6, 1826. I did not like being a slave. Soon enough, I was dead. So I escaped, and I helped the others who were slaves escape too. We used the Underground Railroad to escape. I freed 300 slaves and never lost one. When we escaped, I got married to John Tubman. I adopted one child whose name was Garriott, and I had one child of my own. His name was Nelson. My parents were Green Rouse and Ben Rouse. I am famous for helping others escape slavery. I did not go to college or any other formal schooling, so I never knew how to read or write.
Hello, I'm Crazy Horse. I was born in 1840. I was a chief. My wife's name was Blackshaw. My daughter's name was, They Are Afraid of Her. My horse's name was Yang. My father's name was Crazy Horse. I was famous for being a war leader. Have a good day.
Hi, I'm Sitting Bull. I'm famous for fighting in the Civil War and the Great Sioux War of 1876. I had a wife named Snow on her and 3 kids named Copa, Many Horses, and Standing Holy. I had parents named Jumping Bull and her Holy Door. I was a war leader and spiritual leader behind whom the Sioux Nation united to resist domination by white people. When I was 14, I killed my first Crow warrior with my tomahawk. I was also the medicine man for my tribe, and I was also part of Buffalo Bill's Wild West show. I was also a participant in the Silent Eaters, and in 1867, I became chief of my entire Lakota Sioux Nation. Another thing I did when I was 14 was join a Hunk Popper reading party. On December 15th, 1890, Indian police broke into my house at 6 a.m., and then a crowd gathered. A young man from my tribe avenged me by shooting a member of the Indian police, and because of that, I was shot and killed by an Indian agency police officer at the age of 59.
Hi, I'm Susan B. Anthony. I was born February 15th in 1820s. I died March 13th in 1906. I was famous for being a part of the women's civil rights movement, and I died of heart failure. And whenever I died, women still could not vote. I was the second oldest of my 8 siblings. 1 died of age 2, and 1 was stillborn. One of my quotes was, I distrust those people who know so well what God wants them to do, because I notice it always coincides on their own desires. And whenever I was doing all of this women's civil rights movement, I noticed that whenever women gather together, failure is impossible.
Hello, my name is Robert P. Perry, and I was the first person to lead the expedition to the North Pole. I lost 8 of my toes.
Hello, my name is James Naismith. I created basketball when I was 30 years old. I was a PE teacher in my early ages. I served for Chapman in World War I. The end.
Hi, I'm Amelia Earhart. I'm famous for being the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. My birthday is July 24th, 1824. My dad's name is Sam Earhart. My mom's name is Amelia Earhart. My sister's name is Grace Earhart. When I was growing up, I had a dog named James.
Hi, my name is Jim Thorpe. I was the first Native American to win a gold medal for the United States. One of the medals I won was in the pentathlon, and the other one of my medals was in the decathlon. I won them at the Stockholm 1912 Olympic Games. I lived on a farm in Prague, Oklahoma with my father, Hiram Thorpe, and my mother, Charlotte Thorpe, and my twin brother, Charlie. I went to Carlisle Indian Industrial School. I was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1963. I played 4 different sports. The sports I played were football, basketball, baseball, and track and field. I lost my medals in 1913 when it was discovered that I played baseball for money before the Olympics. My medals were later reinstated in 1982. My shoes were stolen, and I found a mismatched pair of shoes in the dumpster that I won the gold with. I died of a heart attack in 1953. Because of the variety of sports I played and my success at each of them, I was the greatest athlete to ever live.
Hello, everybody watching and people in that little magical lens think, what is that? And never mind. I'm Albert Einstein. I discovered the theory of relativity, and I'm famous for my contributions to the theoretical physics. I was born in the Kingdom of Württemberg in 1879, and I went to school in, I'm trying to remember, Loophole Gymnasium, and after I finished school, I majored in theoretical physics. I already passed that. Let's see. Oh yeah, a few years later after I finished my school, I was known as a scientist and a lecturer in the University of Bend. A year later after I got the job, I went to the University of Zurich where I became a professor. And with my popularity growing, I went to New York in the USA to receive a Nobel Prize for Physics for the photoelectric effect and my contributions to theoretical physics. I also founded the theory of general relativity, which is about gravity affecting space and time. I also discovered much more quantum theory and way more, etc. And after that, I had a wife named Amelia Earhart, and I had 3 handsome boys. When I was about to die, I was going to take in surgery for heart surgery because I had internal bleeding. But I told the surgeons no. I wanted to live life how long I wanted. I did not want to live life artificially. And then the next day I died from heart failure at age 87, I think. I don't know. Thanks for listening.
Hi, I'm Helen Keller. I was born June 27th, 1880 in Tuscumbia, Alabama. Even though I'm blind and deaf, I was an American author and lecturer for the blind and deaf. Lyndon B. Johnson awarded me the Presidential Medal of Honor, and I died June 1st, 1968. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Walt Disney. I'm famous for making Disneyland and Mickey Mouse. I lived in Chicago and I was a child of 4. I made a cartoon called Laugh-O-Gram and then made it into a studio. When Snow White came out, I bought a house for my parents, but there was a gas leak and the house caught on fire and my mother died. I was guilty for her death. I was a heavy smoker. I used a pipe and I was diagnosed with lung cancer and died from my cancer.
everyone. I'm Rosie the Riveter. I'm a symbol of strong women that did men's jobs while World War II was going on. The women were called WACs. WAC stands for Women's Army Corps. There were about 100,000 WACs in the group and 6,000 female officers. I was also the star of a campaign aimed at recruiting women to do jobs for men, like making and fixing things for the war. The men were unable to work in the factories because of the war. World War II was from 1939 to 1945. The U.S. was only involved after the bombing of Pearl Harbor in 1941. An increase of female workers was needed during World War II because so many men were drafted and enlisted to fight. My image and concept was created in 1942. My campaign was made to urge women to enter the workforce. My famous picture was seen in movies, newspapers, posters, photos, and articles. In early 1943, there was a song written about me called Rosie the Riveter. It was written by Red Evans and John Jacob Leon, and that is where the name originated. I helped women see that they have many strengths and that they can be strong and powerful too. They are important both in uniform and at home. I helped women see what they can do and was a big part of helping women's rights today. As it says on my poster, we can do it.
Hi, my name is Douglas MacArthur. I served in World War I, World War II, and the Korean War. I was a 5-star general, and that's it.
Hi, my name is Ruth Graves Wakefield. I invented the chocolate chip cookie. I worked at the Toll House and I made cookies for my customers. I wanted something new for my customers. Can I sit down for a minute? I wanted something new for my customers, so instead of butter cookies, I did chocolate chip cookies. Andrew Nessel asked for the recipe in exchange for all the chocolate chip cookies I wanted, all the chocolate chips that I wanted. I later died from a sickness.
Hello, my name is Jackie Robinson, and I love to play baseball. When I was young, I got judged from the color of my skin, and people laughed and bugged me. When I went to school, I got separated from the color of my skin, and when I grew up, I went to school and played many sports. My favorite one was baseball. I grew up and played Major League Baseball. I was famous for being the first African American to play baseball. I played for the Dodgers, and my number was 42.
Hi, my name is Charles Edwin Yeager, but you can call me Chuck if you want to. I was the first man to break the sound barrier. I was born in Myra, West Virginia. My parents were Albert and Sue May Yeager. I began my career as a private in World War II. A private is the lowest rank in the military. After the war, I became a test pilot. I tested many planes. One of the planes I tested was called Bell X-1. When I was flying Bell X-1, I broke the sound barrier. I died in Los Angeles, California,
Hi, I'm Rosa Parks. I am an African American. I am famous for not giving up receipt on the boycott bus. I was born February 4th, 1913. I was not the first woman to give up on my seat. Colvin was the first woman to give up on their seat on the boycott bus. Thank you.
Hi, I am Neil Armstrong. I am famous for it because I was the first person to walk on the moon. I was born on my grandparents' farm in Algaze County, Wampanoag, Ohio, on August 5th, 1930. At the age of 6, I went on my first plane. On my 16th birthday, I got my pilot's degree. When I was 79 years old, or in 2009, I and my crewmates received a Congressional Gold Medal. I died in Cincinnati, Ohio. I died at the age of um I died at the age of 82.
I love this. Hi, my name is Stanley. Did you know I served 3 years in World War II at the age of 19, and I was born on December 28th, 1922, and the Great Depression happened when I was alive. My original name is Stanley Martin Limber. My dog's name is Charlotte, and she was so cute, but she ran away for a while, but the neighbors called and said they found her. I was so happy when I saw her. Okay, then toodles.
Hello, my name is Sandra Day O'Connor. I was the first woman Associate Justice of the Supreme Court. I was born on March 26th of 1930. I am 91 years old. I was nominated by President Ronald Reagan. My brother and I wrote a book called Growing Up on a Cattle Ranch in the West. A quote I've said is, "Do the best you can in every task, no matter how unimportant it may seem at the time. No one learns more about a problem than the person at the bottom." I was awarded the Medal of Freedom by President Barack Obama.
Hi, I'm Lou Retton. I'm famous because I'm the first person to win an important Olympic award. I won a gold medal at age 16, and I've also won 2 silver medals and 2 bronze medals. I have 4 kids, and I started gymnastics at age 8, and I stopped at age in my mid-30s due to surgery in my left hip. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kalpana Chawla. I was born March 17, 1961. I was famous for being an American astronaut, engineer, and the first woman of Indian origin to go to space. On my first mission, me and my crewmates traveled over 10.4 million miles. I had logged more than 372
hours or 15 days and 12 hours in space. My death was February 1st, 2003 on my second mission. We did get to spend 16 days in space though. Also, we conducted 80 experiments. But when we came back to Earth, instead of landing at the Kennedy Space Station, our shuttle exploded. And to this day, my story has been encouraging future astronauts. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Pat Tillman. I was born in Fremont, California, and I was a professional football player playing for Arizona Cardinals, and then I quit to join the Army after 9/11 happened. Then I died in a friendly fire in Afghanistan.
Hi, I'm Donald Trump. I was president in 2016 through 2020. Some of the things I accomplished include America gained 7 million new jobs. I was the first president since John F. Kennedy to donate his presidential salary to charities. I also made peace with North Korea. I helped about 40,000 homeless veterans in employment. I am married to Melania Trump. I have one son and his name is Barron Trump. I have $2.4 billion. My family has its own business. I have given many speeches in my life, and this is the worst one yet, but I hope you enjoy. Have a good rest of your day.